Alright, so this is the vault. Wow, was this one fascinating. Like, this one was like... I really dug this one. It answered a good chunk of questions, like a lot, really. And it did it... Something about the way they answered it, it was very natural. It didn't feel... It didn't feel urgent, like a lot of episodes where they answer a lot of stuff. There's like this extreme urgency, and it's like really dramatic and really dark and intense, which is fine. But it's nice to have one where it's just sort of very... I don't know. It's a little bit more laid back, and it just sort of lets things very naturally explain itself.
It felt to me like a campfire story.
Yeah, a little bit. Or, I mean, really what it is, just sort of like a past life experience. Like, just something you're like, yeah, you sort of have like a feeling that this kind of happened, but you don't know, whatever. I don't know. I never had past life experience. I just assume that's what they're like.
I have them all the time.
Do you? I have a past life that I hear Jory laugh sometimes.
It's all in your head, dude.
All in my head? Okay.
Yeah. I already got over her.
She's dead.
I'm already looking for someone new.
I got over her, too.
Ow! That was a strange imaginary hand hitting me from out of nowhere.
Weird. Maybe your past life's attacking you.
Possibly.
I'm trying to tell you something. Anyway. Alright, so Finn has actually, now, was it a dream in the opening? I'm trying to think now, something's attacking him that seems to be in his mind,
Do you remember her at least?
Yes, no, we see her a couple times, right? Yeah, no, because I remember that big blobby thing. So she comes back, she's got the green hair and everything, and she's trying to get his attention, trying to attack him, and Finn acknowledges that I've locked her in the vault, which I think they've also referenced before, right? And they put,
the first time you saw her, they do that as well. It's like, because he sees her and Jake's like, what are you talking about? Huh, you're just crazy. It's like, that one's going into the vault. And
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I remember that. So I like that they actually... I like that the vault kind of comes back. I mean, it's so literal. And I like how he very much acknowledges that it's there and it's probably for his own good and just sort of like, this repression is fine, and it's sometimes you can see how someone can get in that mindset. It's like, no, I know this is going to make me miserable. Nothing good's going to come of it, so I'm just going to erase it. Yeah. But I like this, too, because it shows that those things can come back, and you can, help yourself from it and stuff. So this girl's attacking him, the giant slug ghost girl, whatever that was, that we see in the past, and Jake wants him to acknowledge what it is, so, sets up this hypnosis video inside BMO that has him go to a past life, and what was it? I forgot her name. Was it
Sudowoodo?
How do you say it again?
Shoko.
Oh wow, God.
Sorry, I've been practicing her voice and throwing my voice.
Yeah, that was it. You didn't even have your mouth open.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Here, ready? Let me say the name again. Ready?
Shoko.
Shoko, okay. See? That's impressive.
I like Sudowoodo better.
Yeah, but you said Shoko, so what can you do? Sorry, so this girl named Shoko has one arm, lived in a past life, or just, at least in the past, because we see Bubblegum is there, and she's putting the giant guards together, and Shoko gets this quest from whoever the hell that guy was, just this guy who likes to wear a...
The Bathhouse Boys.
Yeah, the Bathhouse Boys, that's right. And just likes to be in a bath and tells her to get this amulet from...
Match my fingers a knife.
Yes. Get this amulet from Bubblegum. Omelet.
There you go.
My bad. And so she goes and sort of forms this nice friendship with Bubblegum, and Bubblegum gives her another arm, very much like the arm that Finn had before in... Was that technically another life where he went to before he had the arm? Kind of, yeah. So,
which one?
The one with the really boring one. The really let down. Yeah, Finn the human.
Well, don't forget Puhoy. He had the...
That's right, he did. He did have the other arm, yeah. God, it's really fascinating. Okay, so like I said, no, that's why I really like this episode. Sort of all these things. It's like, that's like these things keep coming back. You're realizing they're coming back more and more. I don't know. It's not like just a one-time thing. It's like no. These sort of images and themes, like they're coming back. So forms a friendship with her, but she still steals the amulet and gets tossed into the Green River, which does God
she
knows
doesn't get
what.
tossed.
She jumps, right? Or she's trying to run
As she's
away.
trying to get away, the Gumball Guardian shoots and kind of knocks her into it. It's an accident.
Yeah, so she eventually crawls out, is the big glob, whatever, says, oh cool, I have another arm. Shame it's when he had to sit when my reset button is being pushed or
I'm
something.
about to hit my reset button.
Yeah, I love that term. It's a great term. And Finn finally wakes up, realizes what he has to do. He goes to where the body is, which I guess is under his house or in the tree. No, that's right, because she's around the tree. So she grew into the tree. That's really cool. Okay. No, like I said, this episode just felt very natural, and I like that. So he grabs the omelet and gives it back to Bubblegum, and he's like, "Wait a minute, you're like super, super old. You're not, 19. What the hell are you talking about?" And she just sort of shrugs and goes, "Tee hee." And I think that's where it ends. Was there? I feel like there's one other thing I'm missing. What was like the last line? Because there she smiles, and then was he just say it's cool or something? I can't remember.
Oh my god, you like totally blanked my brain.
I know, now I can't remember what, but hopefully it wasn't that important. But now watch, like all the fans are gonna be like, it was the most important line in the series.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I like I like stories about past lives. I just think they're interesting. I like stuff about like, how much are you in control of and how much is sort of like your past history or whatever, past life or genetics or whatever. And this sort of has fun with that, not only with like the arm, I mean, like you said before, we've seen that twice now.
More than that.
Oh, even more?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's popped up a lot. And we clearly see one now where she does not have an arm. We know how she lost the arm. But her design also seems very much like a mix between, Finn, but also in the Finn the Human episode. It seemed very much like, the eyes that she has were very much like what Finn had in that episode. And even sort of the rest of her layout. It just sort of seemed like a mix between those two. So I thought it was very interesting when I saw it, because that's the first thing that popped in my head, and then when I saw she didn't have an arm, I'm like, that's interesting. Then the robot arm comes back, like almost the exact same design. I think it is was it the same design, or was it a little different?
I think it's a little bit different, but pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's plug and play.
So, I don't know. See, now, because they've never talked about the idea of, like, past lives in this. So you sort of don't even really think it can exist. I mean, at least not in this way, where it's like, you die, you come back as somebody else, you die, reincarnation at least.
Yeah. Because remember, he was a comet, he was a butterfly,
he was a thing.
He was a shape,
Yeah.
a thing, and then they have her.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just explains so much again because you get the relationship between sort of him and Bubblegum now in a sense more like why he would be sort of attracted to her because it's like, or at least just something pulling towards her because they had a connection before.
Yeah.
There was this connection. And like I said, the fact that this arm somehow, and it's always the same arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always chopped out. Somehow that keeps coming back in the play. I don't know, when you have like past lives and reincarnation, there's just this sense of, wow, you can do so much with that. Like, what else are they going to do with this?
Yeah.
Because you don't know how much was sort of predestined and how much is being made up on the fly, and I don't know, it's like it's like you think, what other sort of cool direction can they go in this show that like really opens up these possibilities? Because it's so friggin' weird and out there, you kind of think, well, they sort of done it all, but that really opens up a lot of possibilities. Oh, yeah. They sort of already done other realities and stuff, but they haven't, not quite like this, they haven't done a past life, and yeah, man, it's just, you can really do so much, you can just do so much more with that than just cutting to a flashback. Like, the stuff with Marceline Ice King, it is great and it's very effective, but you kind of get the idea, okay, it's always going to be this. It's going to be a flashback or just magic make you forget something. Something about having a past life, like I said, it just creates this history and this connection in a way that none of those other things can. So I'm really fascinated by that, and I really like this episode a lot. I think it was really nicely done.
Bree brought up some things I liked and ideas I thought of. Bree, what were they again?
What? Oh, how they had the banana guards green because they weren't ripe yet.
I thought that was really cool.
The green banana guards because they're not ripe yet. I did not notice that.
Yeah,
You didn't notice them with the horn?
No.
Oh, yeah?
I missed it.
They included Mr. Cream Puff. 'cause
Which
they were
goes
dating
back all to
the
what?
first episode.
I was gonna say I didn't remember that one.
Very first episode. He's like, oh, old Mr. Cream Puff. We used to date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's interesting. All right. Well, was Cinnabon or Mr. Cinnamon Bun? Was Cinnamon Bun in there or
No, I didn't see him at least.
Okay.
I may not
Butler.
have. What?
Peppermint Butler.
Oh, sorry, I'm throwing my voice again.
Yeah. I
Young
see it
Peppermint
sometimes.
Butler.
Yeah,
baby.
I saw it too. Yeah. Well, did you say maybe or baby?
Baby.
Okay. I
'Cause
was
he
gonna say
barely
maybe. I'm like,
walked.
who the hell else could it be?
By that point in time, he didn't get into the demonic arts yet.
Yes.
No, I liked it. I thought it was a nice, again, kind of like pulling on past episodes. Finally, in a sense, wrapping up the whole Ghost Girl continually appearing. Now, her design, and it could just be because of my daughter, reminded me of Homestuck. The eyes, even the mouth and the teeth, the lack of the nose. Everything just kind of looked like Homestuck to me.
Now let's clarify Homestuck because she reads a lot of Homestuck, not because she looks like a character from.
No,
Homestuck. No, Brie, I mean.
No, Brie looks like a character from Homestuck.
Oh, okay. I don't read Homestuck, so I'm not sure. Now, which everyone's gonna be like, here's a link to Homestuck, get cracking! Because not like I haven't had enough people tell me that already, anyway.
No, that when I saw her the first time, that's like the first thing that popped in my head was, God, she looks like someone from Homestuck. But then again, that's just me. There may be a reference there may not. I have no idea. I do love the arm. That's always fun to see when she has a new arm or has no arm. I did love the fact that the building, if you look, is like chunks of like chocolate or cake. It's probably cake, but I like that. The whole, we have to cover up this lake of toxic waste with candy. I love just finally seeing where the Gumball Guardians actually came from. Because when I first saw them in the first episode, I was taking it they were like magical.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one episode where you see one of the heads in the basement, I was like, what the heck is that? And now you see that they're actually just created by Bubblegum. Bubblegum is that good.
Yeah, I always sort of thought like maybe they were like, I don't even know how to explain it, just something it's like almost mythical, like they've been there for eons and eons, you know,
They're like
centuries.
celestial beings almost.
Yeah, but I don't mind them. I don't mind them being, made by her.
No, I think
like,
that's actually
that's
really
fine.
neat.
Yeah.
Like, because I was always curious where they came from. I did like how she, when I'm trying to remember what her name was again. What was the girl's name again?
Shoko.
There
That's
you
right.
go,
Sorry, I
yeah.
changed my mind.
It says sometimes your other voice remembers.
Yeah, it's weird.
It sounds like you laughed for two also sometimes.
Oh yeah,
That's
see, I can do the
impressive.
whole double vocal cord thing going
Yeah,
on.
no, that's really impressive.
Yeah, sorry, I'm good. But no, I love when she's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and it's never as good as a good computer. Bubblegum's like, what? Yeah, they gave my arm for a computer. What is wrong with your parents? And then later on, they dropped me off at a dojo and never came back. But that's another running theme. Bad parents. Flame Princess, Marceline, Finn, even to an extent Joshua. He wasn't the best parent to, Finn.
Mm-hmm. Well, even that we don't really, as of now, we don't know what happened to Finn's, human parents, so that they could have just abandoned him for all we know.
But that's kind of the thing. It's a running thing of not the best parents in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of solidifies it.
Well, here.
Hey, the phone's ringing.
Damn it.
So why don't you go answer that, my other self?
That's how you can toss your voice, and you can toss your voice to answer phones.
You better believe it. That's
That
how
is
awesome
so impressive.
I
Wow.
am.
And I just saw how your voice turned off the answering machine. we're gonna run this bit till it's dead and reincarnated, just like this episode.
No, I really, 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 really liked this episode. It was a lot of fun seeing some of the beginnings. It was nice seeing, because before we got like a view of what it was like right after the Mushroom War.
Yeah.
This is like kind of like Mushroom War, this modern times. And I
Yeah.
really like it's kind of like a nice little middle ground.
Yeah, it's a segment we haven't really seen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's like, even while you were talking, like 3 other things were brought up in my head. I'm like, yeah, got it, that too. With, now I forgot one of them. Okay, I'll go with the other one. Again, with Bubblegum, it's like now, it's sort of tying in what I said before with her character. It seems like there's a much more defined character now, because now so much of what she's saying that's not written funny is made funny because of what I know about her. Like, you know, there's a scene, I think she says, "Your parents are the worst," and I realize, like, her personality now, very much in contrast to how she started out, is someone who's, you know, just, everything is very serious and must be taken very, you know, straightforward and yes, and scientific, and there's no time and stuff, but it's still sort of this very, like, she's still gonna try and be a little cheerful, but everything is very adult and very serious and very, you know, straightforward and, you know, and very technical and scientific. So I think lines like that, something as simple as, like, "Your parents are the worst," that could very easily just come off as, you know, a whatever line. You know, anyone can say that. It's like, yeah, whatever. But, you know, her very articulate and exact, "Your parents are the worst." You know, it's now there's a very defined character now. Which I think is great. It's not, you know, because before she was just the princess character. It's like, oh, she's just nice and bubbly, whatever. It's like they've really grown a character around her now. Crap, what's the other stuff? It was like all this other stuff, and now I forget.
Well, one thing that I find interesting about Bubblegum is, and again, it's the whole thing of what my other self would say is how PB's kind of, you know, a bitch or evil or whatever. But, like, this one to me kind of, again, solidifies that I don't think she's just being a bitch to be a bitch. I think she's cut herself off emotionally from most of the stuff that goes on. Someone she was actually getting close to falls into this thing, and what's the first thing she says? Not, "Oh my god, she was stealing from me," not, "Oh my god, you know, I can't stand this." No, quick, get her out of there. Mm-hmm. You know, she didn't care about the stealing, it was, save this person that I actually care about, and in the end, what happens? Still couldn't find her, so she was like, fine. It's kind of like, I give up. Mm. Again, I will outlive everyone here. I will be here a lot longer than everyone else will. And I think this is one of those times where she's finally resigned herself to that. It kind of sucks being alone. Mm. Yeah, I'll have all these people around me, but at the same time, they'll pretty much all die before I will.
Well, and I think, if I had to guess, the way her character sort of came about is that they wrote her as, like, just, you know, sort of nice and bubbly. You know, they had the science thing from the very beginning, but, you know, wasn't necessarily a huge focus. Again, she was just sort of nice and the ruler and pretty and stuff like that. But over time, with that bubbly personality, they found it was funnier if they sort of would do some variations, like that one episode where I think, oh, what was it, the nut guy, you know, and she just went insane, like mean insane, and it was just like, where'd this come from? You know, it's really funny, but then it sort of has to be, you know, defined. Well, why? What part of her, you know, makes her like that? Yeah. Or maybe they just thought it was funnier when they would keep going back to that, and then it sort of became this character that there is sort of this really dark, heavy burden that she's carrying too, with all of it. But I remember the other thing now, okay, so she's not, whatever, 19, or whatever, so why did she say that before? Why did she lie about her age?
What woman doesn't? Ow! I'm hitting myself again. No, okay, one thing we're taught when we're growing up is it's not polite to ask a woman her age.
Yes, I always ask how much they weigh.
Exactly! That they're okay with.
Will you tell your other self to keep him or herself under control?
No, I think it's more or less one of those things to put people at ease. Especially someone that, again, lifespans. If someone came up to us and, like, out of nowhere was like, oh, I've known you for, a couple of years now. By the way, I'm actually like 1,000 years old.
Well, but Marcelina's not an issue. And Finn even tried to still hang with her.
But they just met. Bubblegum and Finn have known each other a little bit longer.
Okay,
Marceline kind of met, and it was just like, yo, I'm this old, deal with it.
But, well, he seemed to be fine. I mean, well, I guess, I don't know, maybe keeping up appearances and stuff for everyone else,
That's
whatever,
true.
But my thought actually ties into something you said before about being alone, and that she can't really be with anyone, so it's like, but Finn's still a kid, so the argument, I'm 19 or whatever, is a legit argument for this is why we can't be together. But on top of that, it's like, she's even older, has been around even longer, she's like, yeah, I mean, not just physically or whatever, but mentally probably beyond 19 as well, and knows all this stuff. So yeah, so it's like, I don't know, all this interesting, this new shit has been brought to light, man! And, shit, man, she kidnapped herself. Well, yeah, look at it, dude, she's got to feed the monkey. Shit, man.
Okay, I'll just try this. Does that work?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. But, yeah, it was a good episode.
Wait, you said monkey?
Yeah, feeding it.
I like monkeys.
Yeah. She probably did kidnap herself a lot of those other times, really think about it. Maybe it's just like to have, because it's like, she wouldn't nowadays. I mean, like I said, she's like got a bajillion guards. Although half her stuff doesn't work. The more that like half the people she creates are not very smart.
Then you gotta think about how old some of them are.
Well, Peppermint Butler's got to be. Well, I guess he's in the demonic arts and stuff now too. It's like
That's why he's so smart by comparison.
But again, too, I can't create life. So
What?
At least not from candy.
Why not?
So do you know how?
Yeah, duh. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, do your Joy voice again.
No.
I love it.